welcome to another episode of Season 2 Skinterviews by Nathan and George. I am George Scandalis, one of your two hosts, and this guy over here,
Nathan Strong.
Nathan Strong. Every time you say that, I just love the enthusiasm. You're like, Nathan Strong. That's me. I'm never going to forget my name.
I'm getting excited about today, George.
Are you? I thought you wouldn't be that excited today because, you know, a little bit of competition.
I know there's a lot of competition between the two countries, but it's close to home, right? It's the closest we've been to my real home since we started Skinterviews.
Well, you know what? Maybe we need to get from this point, after today's interview, another step closer to home.
Maybe.
Our guest today may know someone over there. You never know.
You never know.
It's a small world after all.
And also what's exciting about this is the first time we're going out of North America.
That's pretty big for me. Like that's probably the biggest part of it for me.
And this doctor's pretty huge, like over 200,000 followers on Instagram.
I think the last time I checked, she was at 228,000 followers on Instagram.
And climbing.
And that is all the way across the world, from where we are at least, because from her perspective, we're across the world. But I want to remind our viewers that being able to host a special guest and having Skinterviews Season 2 is because we are proudly sponsored by FullScript. FullScript is the ultimate platform for those who want to do wellness the right way, the personal way. It has the industry's most comprehensive catalog of over 300 plus professional quality products, making safe supplements more accessible and affordable, and making the personalized treatment to the patient from the doctor possible. I can't reiterate how important this is. The more we get into this, the more I learn about supplementation. I want it from my doctor. I don't want it from your local drug mart. You know what I mean? Anyhow, I'm going to keep ranting about this until every single doctor I know gets on FullScript. Right? And it's not even because of the sponsor. Now it's a matter of principle. I want my doctor to tell me what I need to take. That's what it comes down to. That's who I trust the most. Maybe our girl from the land down under will have something to say today about all this. So she is extremely successful. Extremely successful. She has been featured. I got a quick write-up here. I got it. Where is it here? She's one of the most sought-after resource for beauty bloggers and fashion magazines. She's been in Professional Beauty Cosmetic Surgery and Beauty Magazine Younger. You're going to have seen her stuff if you live halfway across the world. In Vogue, in GQ, Spa Australasia, Dr. Naomi, who she's most affectionately known of, that's not her last name, sees beauty everywhere, including in all her spare time activities. I love that she puts this in here. Fashion, design, real estate, and especially family life. I like a good family person. Without further ado, ladies and gentlemen, travel with us all the way to Sydney, Australia today to meet Dr. Naomi McCullum. Hello.
Hi, guys. Thanks
Hello.
for having me.
How are you?
I'm really great. How are you guys?
We're wonderful. I'm in awe of your skin.
Oh, really?
It's beautiful.
Oh, thank you. I try really hard. A lot of work.
Thank you for waking up so early this morning.
Oh, it's okay.
Yeah.
For you guys?
Oh, you're already getting the bonus points here. I love it. I love it.
For the viewers out there, just to let you know that it's nighttime in North America, but it's only 8 a.m. over in Sydney, Australia. So this is a huge commitment.
Well, Nathan, maybe there's a lot of people that want to wake up to us.
You're dreaming.
Dr. McCullum or Naomi, whichever you prefer to me to call you by, I got to let you know we're a cheeky bunch.
Okay.
And sometimes we get out of hand. So if we do, you just put us in our place, okay?
Okay. Got it.
I love it. We're gonna go right back to day one. You ready to get into this?
Yeah, let's go.
You come out into this world. Were you, one, born in Australia, and two, your parents decide to name you? Was it always Naomi McCullum, and is there any meaning behind your name?
Yeah, there is. So yes, born in Australia, and yes, always Naomi McCullum. My mum took it from the Bible, so her name is Ruth, and I think Naomi is the mother of Ruth, and Ruth said she'll never leave. Wherever Naomi goes, she will go. So.
Oh wow!
I know, my mum's amazing.
Mom did well. I like that.
She's the best.
Are you an only child, or did you have siblings?
No, I've got an awesome brother.
And did he get a cool name as well?
Daniel.
I like it. All right. And tell me, growing up, because I'm sure right now you must be mom's favorite, but growing up, was it No, it was always Daniel, or
No. My mum really believes in equality, and it was perfectly equal from her anyway.
And how about as adults? Is it the same, perfectly equal?
Yes, of course. That's her strong belief. So yeah.
I love that. We should have gotten mom on the show too.
We'll get mom. Yeah. I'm a sucker for mom. So growing up in Australia, what was something you remember from your childhood that you and your brother used to do with your parents on the weekends?
One thing, I guess I remember my parents. I was a big introvert, and my family just loved having people over all the time, staying all the time, and I just wanted to hide in my room with a book. So that's my memories.
Is there a special birthday or a special event that you remember from your childhood?
Yes, I hate birthdays, and the last birthday celebration I ever had was when I was 15, put on by a girl who now sells filler to me. We're still friends.
Oh, wow.
I know. Amazing. Hi, Kylie. And she put on a surprise party for me. And I hated it because I hate attention on me in that sort of way. I mean, she went to a lot of effort. Everybody dressed up. But if I was normal, it probably would have been amazing, but I'm not.
And so was there a particular moment in your childhood that made you think, hey, I need to be a doctor, or was it later in life?
I think I was always bugged by flaws. So, that's the cosmetic part. I was really bugged by flaws from tiny. But I don't know, I suppose I babysat for the Dean of Medicine from the uni, and I just looked at him and his life, and I just thought, oh, he's got a nice life. And I thought about, I wanted security. So I don't know, I was 17 and chose it.
Okay, great. And what was the most important lesson your mum taught you?
Okay. There's things that she's still teaching me, actually. So basically what I talked about before, the equality. So everybody's equal. You've got to be confident. You've got to be humble, but we're all equal. And the other thing, which I still haven't achieved, which is she believes that you live with a servant heart. So you just live to serve.
I love that.
So I'm not there yet. I'm a little bit, but not the whole way.
So you mentioned yourself not being normal because you may not, I mean, and really, who is normal? Let's get that out of the way, because I am not normal.
You're definitely not.
No, definitely not. Nathan might be normal. I'm like, woo, far from it. But you self-describe yourself as not being normal and not necessarily liking attention. How does it feel to have 228,000 people following everything you do in the cosmetic world? I mean, everyone's looking at you, and it's a really beautiful picture to look at. Let me tell you, from our perspective, you're stunning, and you do great work. But how does that make you feel? I mean, somebody doesn't want to be attention, but you're getting it.
I don't mind online stuff. It's more in real life that isn't what I like.
So it makes you feel uncomfortable. I get that.
I'm fine with it now, but yeah.
So I could throw you a birthday party now.
No. No way. Never, never happened.
Well, obviously you're somebody that values friendships, because I hear I can tell you've been friends with Kylie for quite some time, since your 15th birthday. And Kylie's getting all sorts of mentions today. Was Kylie your best friend growing up, and are you still best friends with somebody from childhood today?
No, she wasn't my best friend. She was my first best friend, but she was a really close friend from high school. No, Kylie and I aren't best friends, but I adore her. I still adore her, talk to her regularly, message her. Probably my family's closer to me now than outsiders.
I love that. Family's so important. I want you to share with me an embarrassing story that you've never talked about in any other interview you've ever done, if you have one.
Okay. Oh, okay. Okay. Like what?
Anything that would give me a good laugh, like something to.
I think this is going to give you a laugh. Can it be creepy?
Yeah. Remember, I'm not normal.
Actually, I'm scared to tell you this one. You want me to tell you?
I'm dying to hear.
It's a weird patient story.
Oh.
Yeah. So a patient came in with a plantar wart that I had to use liquid nitrogen on, and so I did the shaving, and then I did the whatever we did at the time. Then I started with the liquid nitrogen, which is very painful, and he started having an orgasm. and finished.
What?
Wait. Was it on the foot, the plantar wart?
Yes. It was on the foot.
Wow.
I know. I told you it was creepy.
I wasn't expecting that.
You know what? Listen, that is creepy, but I'm not gonna lie. I mean, it's creepy for you, but I'm a little envious that I'm not equipped to orgasm for my feet. I don't know. I mean, like, it's got me thinking now. Do I need to go for some reflexology? Like, what? I just don't get it. Wow. And I mean, what do you do in that situation?
Oh, it was terrible. Like I just had to pretend he wasn't. It was. I was just trying to be a professional.
I think I'm sweating, Nathan. I'm like, wow. That is
what you're expecting. Sorry, guys.
No, that's amazing. That's probably one of the best. I mean, another one was we had a doctor on the show once that was a film extra and was working as a night worker in the film, and she got pulled over by the cops. I mean, that was pretty interesting because it caused quite a commotion. But I think this one might take the cake. Like this is wow.
We've had doctors wet their pants, fall asleep during a date, but we've never had anything like that before.
So do you still remove plantar warts, or has it been removed from the menu? It's done.
So if we go to your website, that is not one of the services you
No.
Oh my God. So growing up and going to high school or in elementary school, or even through university and medical school, is there a teacher that really stood out to you, either in a very positive way or a negative way? Somebody you'd like to talk about?
Okay. I could think of a negative one. I could think of a few positive ones. I'll give you both. So a negative one, I think, because obviously I'm plastic positive. I didn't know this at the time, but I think I met my first plastic negative when I was about 14 years old, and she was my teacher. So she just took a hate towards me. I don't know. I was into makeup and everything, and she just hated me, and I couldn't I just found her really funny. So when I'd get in trouble, I just couldn't stop laughing. This would escalate it. Anyway, it was terrible. My history teacher, hi, Mrs. Crow.
Hi, Mrs. Crow. Mrs. Crow, look at the girl now. You shouldn't have laughed, honey. You're probably going to need to go there for some injections now.
She needed them back then.
So,
and a positive one. So this is in my first job, actually, my first medical job when I was an intern, and I was an intern in emergency, and my Dr. Gordian Fould, who's amazing, he became Senior Australian of the Year. He was just an inspirational guy. He was the best leader, and I just try to be like him because he's so amazing.
I love that.
So is there a special someone in your life, a special other half?
Oh, my husband. Have you seen him?
Awesome. So
anyone else?
So this is
Not yet.
This is part of the interview where we get to ask some questions about your other half. So
Okay.
I'm going to go get straight into it. Who wears the pants at home?
Okay, well, maybe me. Maybe me. But saying that, my husband's super easygoing. He's really cool. He's really like go with the flow. But so he doesn't ask for much. He doesn't want much. So when he does, like he'll get anything.
Okay.
So I don't know what that means then.
So he stores up a lot of brownie points then.
Oh yeah.
You've got yourself a keeper then.
Oh, he's amazing.
That's awesome. And
15 years.
Yeah, and what's something that you do that you think annoys the hell out of your husband?
There's probably a lot of things.
What's one in particular?
I'm really this is so I annoy everyone probably. I hate noise. So he wants the TV on all day, every day, whenever you're in the house, and I just think that's the worst. And I hate his sport on TV because I hate that. So yeah, I'm always being a pain and saying, turn it down.
So is he a league, an AFL fan, a cricket fan, or is he into everything?
He's into everything. So he's into American sport, Australian sport, soccer. Like he will watch anything that's a competition, boxing, whatever, like literally everything. And he'll know all the details of all of them.
He sounds like my dream.
I could talk forever with him.
Oh yeah. So is he a big Sydney Swans fan?
No, that's not his. He likes what's the other one? He likes the league better than the league, and he's a St. George Dragons fan.
Oh, he's a Dragons fan. Okay, they've been struggling the last few years.
You'd have to ask him.
You see how this is going, right? You and I are going to be hanging out. Him and your husband are going to be hanging out.
We're going shopping.
Exactly. So was it love at first sight for you and your husband?
So I was dancing with someone else. So
wow.
I did see him, and I did think, like, not love. It wasn't love, definitely not love. But it was like, wow, I've never seen such a pretty face in my life.
Aww.
Oh wow, that's cute.
Yeah, like his face struck me.
And was that enough for you to make the first move, or did he make the first move?
No, he did.
Okay. Well,
I might have been staring though.
I kind of feel like your look would be the first move. Are you a workout person? Do you work out regularly or?
No, I'm a non-exerciser. I'm a disgrace.
No, don't call us that. Don't. We're professional shoppers. That's a workout.
Thank you. I do walk everywhere though. I don't really drive much. I just walk a lot every day.
Are you a shower singer?
No.
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 And I Do you like movies?
I like TV more than I like movies, actually. I like binge watching.
Tell me the last good series you binge watched.
Oh, what's the last good one? I have to look at my Instagram highlights. I watch so much. I'm rewatching my favorite at the moment with my kids, which is amazing that they're at that age now where they can enjoy adult stuff. So we're all watching The Wire again. So
I don't think I've seen The Wire.
what?
I'm writing it down.
Is it on Netflix?
It's the best series of all time. What are you doing?
Skinterviews. I've written it down though, and I will email you once I watch it and be like, "Oh my God, you were so right."
It's really good.
How old are the kids now?
The kids are 14 and 12.
Amazing. Well, congratulations on that.
Thank you.
If we were to make a TV series about your life,
Yeah.
who would you pick to play the actress that plays your part?
Can it be someone who's dead already?
Yeah.
Absolutely. We'll raise them from the dead for you.
Thank you. Joan Rivers, my hero.
Rivers. That would be great. And who would play your lover?
Idris Elba, of course.
Oh, yes.
You're getting George excited now.
Listen, if Joan Rivers could hear who was going to be her co-star, she'd come back to life for that. Joan Rivers is up in heaven right now going, yes, absolutely.
Oh, yeah.
So let's go to a bit of business. We better talk a little bit of work while we're here, but we're having so much fun anyway. But what makes our industry so great in your opinion?
I think the way that we can give people peace and we can give people happiness and we can just make them content and help them achieve their goals, life goals.
Awesome. And this is the part of the interview where I normally ask your craziest patient story, but we've already heard that. We don't.
I don't want to relive that one again.
But I would love to know if you still remember your first ever cosmetic patient.
I think I'm not sure. I'm not sure, but I may have used my brother as my first model.
Oh.
He loves a bit of work.
And how did that go?
Oh, he was obsessed, of course.
If you could go into work and do one treatment, like your favorite procedure to do all the time, all day long, which one would you pick? So
I'd probably, my preference, because I've done so many tens of thousands of injections, it's all a bit, I've done too much. So what my preference would be, for me to sit here, the bed over there, and one of my doctors, and I just do the face design, and then, because I love the face design, I love picking it apart and thinking how it could be the most beautiful, and then, just do the whole thing, the other doctor do the whole thing. That would be perfect for me. But if I had to do a treatment, probably, masseter slimming. It's really quick and easy, and patients love it.
And they get a good result. Tell me about this face design. Is it a do you draw certain mapping on it, or how do you decide what?
Okay, so it's quite systematic. Basically, I would look at it's quite long, so I'll try and give you a tiny short version. So systematically, I'd look at the thirds, the individual features, the age appearance, the symmetry, the profile, and I'd really go from bone to muscle, fat, and skin, and then just pull it apart and make plans to make it amazing.
I like that. I'm going to come see you. You can analyze my thirds while I get ready for the next question. What do you think right now is going to be, if you have insight to it, maybe the next big thing, the next big innovation that's coming out, or the next exciting thing that's going to be a real game changer in our industry?
For us, for filler injectors, I think actually it's already here, but we need to get really great at it. I think ultrasound during filler injections is really going to be helpful.
That's pretty interesting. And what does the ultrasound is able to see, right down to, you know,
So it'll help you with complications. So you'll be able to see where the arteries are. You'll be able to see if something's filler or not. It'll be really useful.
That'd be pretty. I'd love to see more of that. If I were to ask your staff, one positive thing about you and one negative thing about you, what do you think they'd say?
I don't know. Positive thing. Maybe I move on quickly. Like I'm direct, and then I just move on. I don't worry about things for a long time. I just address it, and that's it. I hate going over it. And then the other would be, I love change too much, and it drives everyone mental.
And
they always complain, there's so many changes. There's so many, and I'm like, well, what? How is that bad?
Yeah.
You know, you got to change and adapt. Staff, if you're listening, change and adapt.
Yeah.
I know that you're a book reader, so I'd love to hear about the last good book you read that you would want somebody listening to this interview to go pick up and read.
So I've got two that I have just loved recently. So one's a really short one, so everyone should give it a read. It's called, I think, The 5 Dysfunctions of a Team. And the other one, which I just adore, I'm obsessed with the whole subculture that it is called Scaling Up. Scaling Up? And what's it about? Basically how to scale your business. I like it.
Awesome.
I'm going to give it a read.
So you've done a full circle in your career, really, from medicine through to being this celebrity Instagram person, and now you're moving more into the business side of things. But you've done it with such a creative mind, haven't you, really? And I feel from this interview, I'm seeing so much passion around your creativity. And so through this time, has mental health impacted you in any way?
I'm the type to really run on anxiety. So, but I feel like I'm much better now at just making it just more being a futurist, being excitable. So I try and convert my energy into that. And also that's part of it. Part of that is what helps my Instagram as well. So it's a calming thing for me to have to make content. I've been pretty good. I used to have, clinical medicine isn't for me because I stress a lot about complications, and I had a bit of catastrophic thinking. So I'd really worry about scarring patients, harming patients, and it's horrible for me. Patients are okay. They love that you care so much, but it's really hard to be the person going through it. Then the only other mental health thing, years ago when I was an intern and resident, I did a lot of nights in a row, and in psychiatry actually, and I got a bit depressed, and I thought I was worried I was going to be a depressed kind of person, but it never ever happened again decades later, so thank goodness.
Okay. And from your experience now being a leader in the industry and obviously a business owner and having obviously a lot of staff reporting to you, how do you support others with mental health?
So I don't think I'm great enough at that. I haven't systematized it well enough. I think it should be all about communication, and I think it should be about systematized communication as well. So that's a project that I really want to implement.
Awesome. And my last question before I throw it over to George for the fun part of the interview. Resident doctor, you meets you today. What's the one piece of advice you would give yourself as a resident?
Nothing. I would probably just say, just you're in for a wild ride. Just enjoy your ride.
I love that.
You wouldn't even warn yourself about not to treat plantar warts? That'd be the first thing I'd say. I'd be like, listen, girl, do not do this. You got a bright career. You don't need this. I gotta tell you, I admire how, you said it yourself that your staff would say, but I admire how direct you are about things. Yeah. Your mind's set. You know exactly what you want to say. You obviously know exactly what you want to do, and it's no wonder that it's driven you to such great success. I know that you have 2 clinics, correct? The Manse Clinic, and is there a rumor you're opening a third?
I bought the site for a third a year ago, so we'll do it. Congratulations.
Thank you. For the people that are watching, and I hope there's a lot of people from Australia watching, you can obviously go to themansclinic.com.au. You can always follow Dr. Naomi, which you should at Dr. Naomi 1, because she's number 1, boo. And you can find her, of course, on Facebook and on Instagram. And we are getting to the part of our interview where we do the rapid fire questions.
Okay, let's do it.
These are very little thinking. First answer that comes to mind when I ask, tell me, what is your favorite thing in your closet right now?
Loungewear.
Loungewear. And what's your guilty food pleasure while watching The Wire?
Chocolate strawberries.
Dark chocolate or milk chocolate?
Combination white milk and dark.
If you could be from any other decade or era, which would it be?
Oh, I wish I had been there in the 60s.
It's the second person we got in the 60s. Yeah. And your house is on fire. Your husband, the kids are safe. But you run back in to get 2 things. What are they?
No, I'm don't care.
Let it burn. Any tattoos?
Sorry?
Any tattoos?
Nope.
And if you had a superpower, what would it be?
See the future.
Do you prefer texting or talking?
Texting.
And you can either speak every language in the world or be able to talk directly to animals.
Every language.
Okay.
How amazing.
And white or whole wheat?
Whole wheat.
French fries or potato chips?
Both.
Shopping for clothes or shopping for shoes?
Both.
Chocolate or sex?
Chocolate.
You're going to the fashion event of the year. Which designer would dress you?
Chanel.
A dream vacation spot?
Oh, Hawaii.
And you get to have dinner in Hawaii with God, arranged by Nathan and me, mostly me. But you get to ask God one question. What would it be?
Oh, not a request, a question. What were you thinking when you designed us?
And just because, curiosity killed the cat, what would the request be?
Oh, can we take some pain away from life, God?
Yeah.
I like that. Well, I hope he's listening to that because, with your kind of following, I'd be listening if I was God. So last question before I hand you over to Nathan for the final questions of the night. COVID's over. We get to fly to Australia, but only one of us can go. Nathan or me?
Not answering.
Oh, you pulled the one pass.
Awesome.
I don't know. I might have to take the shopper, though.
Oh. I'll hang out with your husband. That's all right.
Please.
We're Chanel, boo. All right, I'll let Nathan give you the last 2 questions of the night because this one's an important one for me. So
this one's really important because we're called Skinterviews. We always have to tie it back to the skin. What's your current skincare routine at the moment?
Okay. I'm making my own product. So they've been getting in development for a few years, and they're launching in March.
Wow.
Congratulations.
This sounds planned, doesn't it? But it wasn't. Yeah, so I'm just doing lots of experiments with all of that. So trying to mix different things and see if I get reactions. Yeah.
Awesome. So you're going to have like vitamin C's, retinols, exfoliants.
I think we've got about 17 in the range at the moment. Yeah, we've got everything.
Awesome.
So my favorite is we've developed this one that's a C, but it's like a whip. So that's my favorite so far.
Well, and do you have a name for the line?
Dr. Naomi.
Oh, awesome. Well, congratulations for that, and we wish you all the best.
Thank you.
We'll have to get you back on the show when it's ready to launch, and we can launch it. And hey, if you need anyone in North America to sell it for you,
yay!
give us a call. So, the last question of the night, we always ask all our guests is, who would you like us to interview next on the show, and can you maybe help make that happen for us?
Oh, sorry, I'm going to be morbid. I wish it could have been Dr. Brandt.
Would have loved to have him on.
Yeah, that's really sad. I'm trying to think of who I'd love. Who are you guys thinking about? No, I don't know.
You know what? We can talk to you backstage about a few people.
Yeah. Okay.
That'd be great. But thank you so much for waking up so early to come on the show. We're so excited to have you on, being our first doctor outside North America.
Massive honor. Thanks, guys. That's really
and honest, it makes it so special for me because you're so close to my lovely New Zealand. It's not quite but Sydney's pretty close. Yeah.
Nope. I think we froze up there. I don't know.
Froze up for a bit.
I want to take a moment also as well and thank you for the energy you bring, and thank you for being our first international guest. And I got to tell you, I really, really appreciate how direct you are and how decisive you are. And I'm super excited about your new skincare line. So if you ever want to ship it out to me to try, because I'm a fan, I would definitely be on that. And one day soon, we will make it over to Australia. Maybe, Nathan will go home and I'll just zoop and we'll go shopping at Chanel together.
Yay. Love it.
We're going to go to a message quickly from our sponsors. I want you to hang up backstage so we can say a proper goodbye. And I'll be right back to say goodnight to our guests.
Bye.
I'll never get used to watching that little FullScript bit. I absolutely adore it. And for anybody watching the show that's interested to learn more about FullScript, please head over to our Instagram, which is @skin.terviews, or our Facebook, Skinterviews by Nathan and George. Of course, you can find us on LinkedIn as well. If you have any questions you want to get to know about FullScript, send us a quick message and we'll give you a link, whether you're in Canada or US, to learn a lot more about it. It has been an incredible episode for us because we got to step out of North America and have our first international guest, and we went all the way to Australia. It's amazing how small the world can get in our industry, and that we can meet so many great people from everywhere and anywhere. And if there's someone you'd like to see on the show, maybe they're from Greece, which is my home country, or maybe they're from Spain or from Italy or from China or wherever they might be, send us a message. We'll reach out to them and we'll try to get them on the show, because it's a great thing that happens when we can mix all our knowledge together and see how everybody is really living a lot of the same life, no matter where they are in the world. We're experiencing this whole thing all together. And I want to thank Dr. Naomi, who's watching, for being on the show today. And I also want to thank all of you who take the time to watch our episodes or listen to them on podcast, because that's what this is all about, getting to know the greats of our industry. And we do this for the reason because we want you to watch it. We want you to get to know them. We want you to connect with them. We want you to feel like these are your people. They've built this whole business to get closer to you. That's great. These are the kind of people you want to see. These are the kind of people you want to meet and the kind of people you want to be serviced by. And I always want you to remember to take care of your skin, because you know what happens. I'll find out and I'll kick your butt. Have a good night, everyone. Take care.